It's a wonderful thing to experience, and I feel very blessed to be able to lead that in the class. And even though it's the last class of the day and I'm finishing at 9 p.m., I'm so jazzed. It's great energy. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything else. Hola everybody, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I thought it would be fun to take you to work with me here at Animo. I am a personal trainer and group fitness instructor. I wanted to take you here to the studio because today happens to be a day when I am teaching all three of the concepts that I teach, which include power yoga, train, which is a cross-training class with dumbbells and TRX and running. It's very cool, very high intensity. And then in the evening, we're gonna round it out with another class here in this yoga style room with a class called Abs and Booty, which you can guess what that entails. And just share a little bit of this part of my life with you all because it's really great. I love what I do so much and I feel so honored to make the people of Brussels sweaty. So yeah, let's do this together today. So it's 9:30 now and I've just wrapped my first class of the day, which was a yoga class. And I love starting the day with yoga, either teaching or taking a class, because I think that there's a transition period when we wake up and the body is not entirely ready to hop into a full intense session, or at least my body is not. So this was a wonderful way to start things off. We did a lot of hip opening sequences, some gentle back bends. So as far as programming a yoga class goes, I think every teacher is different. Every teacher has his or her own style, and it develops as you continue to teach and as you continue to learn and grow, just like everything else in life. So for my classes, I keep everything in this notebook. This is my book of spells. I have my yoga classes in here, my cross-training classes, the abs and booty, just notes on things that went well in the class or things that I would change for the next class. It's really helpful to have a record because then I can either recycle the classes or revisit them when I maybe have forgotten a sequence, or just, yeah, it's nice to have things written down. And recently for my classes, I've been really enjoying ladder flows. So establishing a sequence and then adding on a little bit more each time. And I've actually filmed a few videos like that here on the channel that I have done in the in-studio classes, because I find it's a nice way, one, to build heat within the body. And once people know the sequence that you're going to be adding on to, it allows them to really zone in on how their body's feeling and they can kind of just disconnect from all of their thoughts and focus in on the rhythm of the movement and timing that with their breath. Which I have to say, as a teacher, is something so special that I really enjoy, is if you get all of those things right, the programming right, the music right, the cues, it's almost like a living organism all together in this room and in any workout room, that you're just leading them through, but it's ultimately their journey with their body and with their breath. And my goal is just that they leave feeling a little bit freer and a little bit stronger and confident in their body. And I know that that's a huge ask, but at least that they have gotten a good hour just for themselves that day and can go on and then give the best to the other activities they have going on. So on a slightly different note, I did mention it's 9:30. I have just finished the class. I do have some more programming to do for the classes ahead today, but I haven't yet had my coffee. So let's go into the cafe here, have a little caffeine, and program for the day, shall we? Class numero dos that I teach here is called Train. That's where we are now, in the train room, or the train cave. Or more like a train casino, because once the door is closed, there's no reference of what time of day it is. It's just this dark room where we sweat and work out together. So this class is 50 minutes. It's very high intensity because it combines running on the scale mills and resistance training with TRX and dumbbells. I teach a specialized train version here at the studio called Abs and Booty, Train Abs and Booty. And you may be noticing a theme, which is that I teach a lot of abs and booty focused classes here. I have this one, Train, which has a lot of equipment. It's a big playground of dumbbells and a lot of opportunities and possibilities to build up those two areas. And I also teach the concept downstairs in the yoga room that I just showed you, which has just smaller dumbbells and resistance bands, small loop resistance bands. But the programming for this class could not be more different to the programming for the downstairs one. So even though they share the commonality of abs and booty, there's a lot more going on in this room than the one downstairs, which makes my job as a trainer, one, really fun, but also quite dynamic and challenging, because I have to watch both groups of people doing completely different things to make sure that they are all, performing the moves safely and that I'm on time so that they can get equal time on both stations. So when I'm doing the programming for this class, I like to give myself a focus around which I can structure the whole class. So for today's class, the focus is going to be asymmetrical and unilateral moves, which work to not only correct potential imbalances that the students might have, but it also allows for some parameters by which I can structure each exercise. So I know that if I'm working with unilateral and asymmetrically loaded moves, I have a certain number of moves that I can choose from. And I'm also still working within the parameters of abs and booty. So of course it's a full body workout because we're doing a lot, but the focus is on those two areas. So for today's class, for example, I have things like curtsy lunges, Romanian deadlifts, Otis sit-ups, single arm sit-ups, pistol squats, things of that nature to keep the focus on the core and the lower body, but working with unilateral moves. So within each class, the students have equal time on both stations, that's a given. But in my classes, I like to program at the end some kind of burnout or finisher that we can all do together, because for the 50 minutes, we're in here sweating together as one, as I mentioned, as that kind of living organism that's breathing and moving and sweating as one. And it's a really nice way to bring a sense of community and a sense of family to the workout, because you're not alone. There are other people like you who are looking to pursue the happiest and healthiest version of themselves. And I really find that that's what you get in a workout class. That's why you're going to a workout class. Otherwise you would go to the gym on your own. That you want to be surrounded by people who have that in common. It's a wonderful thing to experience, and I feel very blessed to be able to lead that in the class. So when I'm programming the classes and setting them to a playlist to music, I normally like to start off the workout with kind of more uppity music, something that's going to transition people from the outside world into the workout and the headspace that they need to be able to lift and really push their limits. And then as the workout progresses and things start getting, nasty, when you really need to dig deep down to be able to just eke out a few more reps, is when I go heavy with bass, dark bass heavy music. So if you'd like to get a sampling of the kind of music I play here in the train room during my classes, I put a lot of love into curating the playlists. I will link to my Spotify down below, and you can take it to your next workout. Okay, I just finished my last class of the day. I am still buzzing because I really like teaching this one. I mean, I like all of them. All the concepts are like my little babies, so I can't really choose a favorite. But this one is such a good energy, and the playlists that I put together for them are quite upper music because it's high intensity training. It's intervals, so 45 seconds of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. I've actually filmed 2 abs and booty style workouts in this style here on the channel. I'll link to them down below. And even though it's the last class of the day and I'm finishing at 9 p.m., I'm so jazzed, which is awesome on the one side. Downside is it's hard to sleep, but it's great energy. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything else. And this one is fun because it's a different set of equipment than we have upstairs in the train room. So we recently got these booty bands that are really intense. They're really thick, and I've been having a really good time programming them into the classes, doing different abduction exercises, different kind of knee drive things, all of that. So that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for coming to work with me for the day. As I said, I really love what I do. I love teaching these classes, and so I just wanted to share a little snippet of it with the YouTube family. My in-studio teaching schedule will be linked in the description box below. If you find yourself in Brussels, then come on, join me for a sweat. We're gonna have a great time. And if you're not in Belgium, we can still practice together virtually through my online programs, which are also linked down below. So you have many, many opportunities to sweat. Otherwise, I'm wishing you all a beautiful rest of your day. Take care, and I hope you find at least a few minutes today to move and appreciate your beautiful body. Thank you guys. I'll catch you back here in my next video. Ciao, ciao.